Hey, how's it going? Pastor Dallas with THP Shreveport, and this is...
I'm Adrian Johnson, also of THP Shreveport.
Cool. And Adrian's our worship leader for The Deep, and we're here today to talk about this album right here, To Be Like Jesus. For those of you who missed our previous podcast, or not podcast, YouTube video, vlog, is that it?
Yeah,
vlog.
We'll go vlog.
Sovereign Grace Ministries had contacted me to review their 2 CDs, and so that's what we did. If you missed the other one, it's called Awesome God. Check it out. But today we're doing this one, To Be Like Jesus. Start off with, marketing-wise, the cover, it's a big step difference. It's a drastic difference from their last album, I believe.
Yeah.
Last one we said it looked like it was more for adults. And,
yeah.
It looked like one of those ones you'd buy for like the soaking music that you do as an adult, that some people do, where they plug in a worship album, just kind of leaning back and kind of just resting God's presence. Yeah. This one, I mean, it looks like a kid's album. You walk through, and if you don't think this is a kid's album, then, well, I'm sorry. Ray Boltz never did anything like this before.
What are you listening to?
It's like,
Let us know.
Please do. So, but that's pretty cool. I liked it. It kind of looked like a kid drew it, which I thought was pretty cool.
It adds to the overall feel and sound of the album.
I'm actually curious if a kid did do it, because I think that's pretty neat looking, personally.
That's pretty cool.
So, it's probably some 30-year-old guy who just got bored.
Yeah.
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. So they got the little barcode in the back and part of the graphic.
That's pretty cool.
But this is Sovereign Grace's Children's Ministries sophomore album. And like I said, it's pretty interesting. Let's talk about lyrics, I guess. Lyrically, again, they bring in great lyrics. It's solid. It's well done and everything. I didn't really have any faults with it. It did seem a lot more kiddish this time around.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
Well, lyrically, it was pretty solid. It was simple, so kids could understand it.
Yeah.
My only thing is like the melodies, I guess, of it, the lyrics, and maybe the lyrics too, seem to get a little repetitive.
Yeah.
Like it almost wasn't anything new, but
yeah.
It was something new. It just kind of sounded almost like the same thing.
Right.
But not every song, though.
No, not every song.
So, just an occasional few.
Definitely. The one thing I did have about this album, it starts right off the bat with To Be Like Jesus, the title track, and great song, fun, upbeat. It was kind of worshipful and everything. But after that, it really did feel like it left the realm of praise and worship and became more of a kind of like the old Schoolhouse Rocks, where you're teaching kids about something through music. Don't get me wrong, that through the music, it did have it did point to God. It was definitely during worship. Like in track 9, Good and Gracious, it says, good and gracious, you're our God. Obviously pointing to God. So it does have that aspect of worship and praise. Yeah. But at the same time, there's the entirety of the songs in a whole, when you listen to it, it felt like it was teaching. And I didn't really view it as really a worship album at all. So, any other thoughts on lyrics?
No, for the most part, I have to agree. It didn't really seem as a worship album. I mean, maybe that's not what they were going for, but I mean, it works for what it is, educational. It teaches solid stuff.
Definitely. Cool. All right, and well, and musically, this is a drastic change. Adrian and I were just talking, just a 180 from the first album. First album was very chilled, slow, and it felt like everything was the same the entire time, and it was like, I was like, okay, good worship, but I kind of feel like I was falling asleep.
It's like they knew exactly what I was gonna comment on the last album, and they just totally fixed it.
I know, right? I mean, it's upbeat. I mean, you're the expert. Why don't you tell them about what you thought?
Okay, well, like they have a lot more upbeat tracks. They have slower ones too, because I mean, you gotta have a balance. You can't just
definitely.
Have all this fast stuff.
Yeah.
But I liked it because like between songs, the sound changed.
Yeah.
Like musically, it was different. It varied. It added like individuality to each song.
Yeah.
They used like different instruments, different like beats, and I think it came across really well. It was more enjoyable to listen to.
Absolutely.
All the way through.
Absolutely. Like I said, it was just the change up of it. It kept your interest.
Yeah.
It was definitely more fun, I believe, overall together. So I liked it. I liked musically. It was a lot of fun. I liked it.
It's like they kind of blended some musical styles in with their own style.
Yeah.
It's like they put a little country twang in a few of them, and like they had some cool like piano tracks on some, and others would be like just.
And they got your synthesizer
like,
you like.
Chunking on guitar, yeah. And they came up with some synthesizer stuff too. So I thought that was really cool, and it just very individual.
Absolutely,
so,
very
musically,
cool.
I'd give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. So closing thoughts on it.
Okay. Musically, good. Lyrics, they were good. It's just not worship. I mean, the songs too. The musically, it wasn't really like worshipful. A lot of it. So I would guess it just kind of like the music just helps kids concentrate on the lyrics.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
It makes it more listenable.
Right.
If that's a word. But yeah, it's easier to listen to.
Cool. I'm gonna agree with you 100%, man. That it was a lot easier to listen to. It was more enjoyable. Lyrically, it was good, maybe a little simple at times, but again, it wasn't worship-like. If I were to do a series, and this is what actually this was about, was the Gifts of the Spirit. Yeah. But if I were to do a series on the Gifts of the Spirit, I'd do this. I'd bust this out to help teach the kids because it keeps their attention and it works great for them. But it doesn't really engage them as far as worship goes, and I believe that is the downside to this album. I hopefully from the list of what Sovereign Grace is doing, they're continually getting better with their kids' worship albums. Again, the first one was very slow and very it's okay, it's cool. Yeah. Like we said in our last one, it didn't work for us. It wouldn't work for us because of the culture of our kids. Yeah. And then here, I mean, it's upbeat, going good, but it kind of lost that worship aspect to it.
Yeah, like lyrically on the last one, it seemed more worshipful, more like intense, intimate. But this one, it's like you kind of sacrifice lyrics and get like much better music.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's kind of like get them both, crush them together, and then like.
Yeah, so I mean, like lose the Schoolhouse Rocks, which was cool, but it's not meant for worship. Yeah. Get the more of the lyric base from the last one. And hopefully their next kids worship album will be even better. I really hope so.
I think they show a lot of promise.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So again, this is To Be Like Jesus. If you're wanting to purchase this, they might have it for download. I don't know, but you can go to sovereigngracemusic.org and you can get it. So that's it from THP Shreveport. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace and love, guys.